Did you know what alligators are capable of? Now I'm going to tell you amazing facts. Enjoy watching. Alligators are reptiles and representatives of the crocodile family, which includes crocodiles, caimans, Mississippian alligators and Chinese alligators. Adults grow up to 3 meters or more in length, while its weight reaches several hundred kilograms and live mainly in wetlands. Mississippian alligators can be found in the wild in Louisiana and Florida, USA, where they once almost disappeared. Alligators, like other crocodiles, have undergone very few evolutionary changes since the time of the dinosaurs. Mississippian alligators appeared about 84 million years ago, and their ancestors appeared more than 200 million years ago. The only older reptiles are turtles. Outwardly, alligators are very similar to crocodiles, but there are also differences in the structure of the front of the head and teeth. The alligator has a wider jaw and the upper teeth overlap the lower ones. In crocodiles, the jaw is relatively pointed and the teeth close more or less in one line, with the fourth upper tooth visible from the outside. The largest alligator in the world was 5 meters long and weighed 458 kilograms. This alligator was caught in Mill Creek, a tributary of the river in Alabama, USA. Interestingly, the sex of an alligator depends on the ambient temperature. If the temperature in the nest of alligator cubs is warm, male alligators are born. If the temperature is cool, then the cubs are females. The mother alligator lays eggs on mounds of earth. When the eggs are ready to hatch, baby alligators use the egg tooth on their snout to break the eggshell. Alligators can develop great speed, but they have little endurance. They can run up to 56 kilometers per hour faster than most people, but they are sprinters and cannot maintain this pace for long. In the water, they can lunge at speeds of up to 48 kilometers per hour. They can also swim very fast, using their powerful tail to propel themselves forward. It should be noted that the alligator is armed with a fairly flexible and powerful tail, the length of which reaches half the length of the entire body. The alligator's tail performs a number of quite important functions. The tail helps the alligator feel great in the water column, and is also a powerful tool, for example, for arranging comfortable and reliable nests. In addition, the reptile stores nutrients in its tail in order to survive the colder habitat conditions that are typical for the winter period. Alligators practically do not eat in winter, so it is very important for them to have reserves of nutrients for the winter, which are gradually consumed by the reptile. The alligator shelter is located at a depth of up to 1.5 meters, while the length of the shelter reaches 10 meters, so several individuals can winter in such a shelter at once. Some varieties bury themselves in a layer of silt for the winter, leaving only their nostrils on the surface. Due to this feature, oxygen enters the lungs of the alligator. He prefers to hunt at night and uses different methods depending on the size of the prey. Sometimes it can wait for the victim for hours, or watch her until the right moment for an attack comes. Alligators, like cats, have a structure in the back of their eyes that reflects light to improve night vision. If you catch the alligator's eyes with a flashlight, they will light up red. You can also determine the size of an alligator by the distance between its eyes. The greater the distance, the longer the alligator. It prefers to kill prey with the first bite and immediately swallow it completely. But if it is large, you have to resort to stunning with a blow of the tail after that. The alligator drags the victim to the depth so that she suffocates. They do not like to hunt large animals because their jaws are not the best suited for this, but sometimes they have to. In nature, like other representatives of crocodilians, they are at the very top of the food chain. But this does not mean that they cannot be afraid of other animals. Panthers and bears can pose a serious threat to them. However, the opposite is also true. Alligators can also deal with them and eat them. But such situations are quite rare. Other alligators are a greater threat. Cannibalism is widespread among them. Adults and strong individuals do not disdain to hunt their fellow tribesmen smaller and weaker. This phenomenon becomes especially frequent if the population in the nearby territory has become too high. Then there may not be enough easy prey for everyone. Alligators eat any kind of food objects of animal origin, as they are typical predators. Young individuals mainly feed on fish as well as small crustaceans in the form of snails, including all kinds of insects. Growing up and developing, alligators begin to hunt large fish and turtles. In addition, not too large animals, birds and reptiles appear in the diet of the American alligator. Chinese alligators are characterized by a more modest size, so their diet consists of small animals. If the alligator is too hungry, it will not give up carrion. Alligators are considered carnivorous animals but are known to eat fruits. The American alligator has one of the strongest bites in the world. It is next in bite strength after the Nile crocodile, great white shark and saltwater crocodile. Other animals on this list include hippopotamus, jaguar, gorilla, polar bear, spotted hyena and grizzly bear. American alligators have lower jaws and teeth that fit so well to their upper jaw that the lower teeth are not visible when they close their mouth. Despite the fact that they have weak muscles that open their jaws, the bite force of alligators is 980 pounds per square inch. From hissing to growling and grunting, alligators are some of the loudest non-bird reptiles. During the mating season you can see them making noisy grunts which we call bellows. The most shocking thing about this is that alligators don't even have vocal cords. No one knows why alligators roar all year round, but some experts believe that it helps them find a mate and solve territorial problems. They make loud grunts above or underwater when they exhale. Interestingly, the blood of an alligator contains a large amount of antibiotics. This is probably one of the reasons why they live quite a long time and their life expectancy is unlimited. Antibiotics in their blood help them fight infections and viruses, bacteria. Alligators continue to grow in size rather than biologically aging. Chinese alligators live in Eastern Asia, as well as in the Yangtze River basin which flows through China. Living in a warm climate, these reptiles prefer freshwater reservoirs. American or Mississippian alligators prefer to live within the eastern coast of America, starting from Texas and ending with North Carolina. More than 1 million individuals live in Florida and Louisiana. The habitat of this species is associated with freshwater reservoirs in the form of rivers, lakes, ponds, as well as wetlands with standing water. I hope you like these incredible facts. Subscribe to the channel, like, write comments, and then there will be many more interesting things. See you later, my friend.